What's up, y'all? This is David Benjamin from healthywildandfree.com. Today, I want to talk about food and how much you eat. And before I do, though, just admire this beautiful view, this nature uh, space that I'm in. It's really beautiful. Oh, look at the bird up there. You see that bird? Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Really scenic, really beautiful. Worth enjoying every once in a while, right? So anyways, today I want to talk about food and the quantity of food that you eat, because I think a lot of people struggle with this issue firsthand. We all, to some degree, struggle with how much we eat, the quantity of the food that we eat. Now, before I talk about that, I do want to say that if you increase the quality of your food a few levels, right? If you increase it from here to here to here by eating more organic foods, more raw foods, more fruits and vegetables, nuts, seeds, things like that, things that grow from the earth, you don't have to worry about the quantity of food that you eat as much. It's not to say that you still shouldn't watch the quantity of food that you eat, but if you're eating healthy, organic, whole foods, the only thing that eating more of those foods will do is nourish, replenish, detoxify, and rejuvenate your body. So you don't really have to worry about obesity or fat loss if you're eating a lot of high-quality, healthy foods. With that being said, it's still important, I think, even if you do eat healthy or you're trying to eat healthy or whatever your case may be, to train yourself to be able to eat a lower quantity of food. And here's why. As a society, we've become very emotionally attached to the food that we eat. We binge eat, we eat emotionally if we're not feeling good, if we're feeling sad, depressed, whatever, we eat. We are encouraged to eat societally just because it's Thanksgiving. Eat as much as you can and stuff your belly as full as you possibly can. We have eating competitions. What the hell is that? That makes no sense whatsoever. You can eat more than someone else? Who cares? Like, that's the silliest, stupidest conversation I've ever heard. People are starving in the world and we have eating competitions. It makes absolutely no sense. So we've been ingrained with this idea that eating and eating more is almost patriotic and is it's a drug. It really is a drug. Food is a drug. So we need to sort of decode that and take a few steps back and see the big picture to understand how food is influencing and affecting our lives, our health, our weight, our physique, our energy levels, how we sleep, how we feel emotionally, all that kind of stuff. Because there's bridges to all of this. So this morning, I didn't eat breakfast. All I had today, it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon or so, all I had today was a banana and some almond butter. That's literally it, and I have plenty of energy. I biked like 2-3 miles, walked a bit. I've been out in the sun and the heat, and I have plenty of energy. Maybe you can tell because I'm passionate, I'm excited, I'm enthused. And I don't need as much food as most people. And I think the reason why is because I focus on giving my body the essentials first and foremost before I give it food. And I eat high quality, nutritious food, so that's a really important thing. But if you want to train yourself to eat less food, you have to focus on giving your body sources of energy that are not food reliant. And that may sound counterintuitive or not even possible to some of you because we think, oh, I need energy, so I need to eat. Well, not necessarily the case 100% of the time. This morning I did some yoga stretching, some yoga practice, some breath work, and I drank mineral water. So I want to talk about these few things real quick. I typically don't eat breakfast. I typically don't eat my first meal of the day until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The reason why is because I fast. I choose to fast in the morning to allow my gut to clean itself out and to allow my body to reset before I eat the first healthy thing of the day. And that's really important because at times in your life, whether you're trying to, lose fat, you're trying to, detox excess fat from your body, or whether you're just trying to be more conscious about the decisions that you make and the food that you eat, you need to rely on other sources of energy. So what are those sources of energy? So one is oxygen, right? We live in a world where we are constantly drowned out in toxic air, toxic chemicals, pollutants, car exhaust, off-gassing even in our own homes. Did you know that indoor air is up to 5 times, that's right, 5 times more polluted than outdoor air? We some of us smoke cigarettes or vape pens, or our neighbors do, or we use cleaners and aerosol sprays that leave toxic residue in the air. We're choking our own oxygen out. Oxygen is the most valuable resource, the most valuable nutrient for energy, clarity, and cognitive function, brain and body energy that you need. So the first and most valuable thing that you can do to train yourself to eat less is breathe properly, breathe deeply. Breathe through your nose. Your nose is the intake. Your mouth can be the outtake, but your nose should be breathing in. And the reason why this is so important is because the hair follicles in our nose purify the air. So if you're a mouth breather, breathe through your nose and breathe deep breaths. The deeper you breathe, that's just a practice, right? It's an exercise. It's an exercise and exercise to give your body more available sources of oxygen with every breath that you take throughout the day. So that's going to give you more energy off the bat from the get-go. So it's one of the cool things about yoga is yoga teaches you breath work. So when you're doing stretches and different movements and poses, you're breathing in those positions so the oxygen as you're stretching, your arms or your chest or your stomach region, especially your stomach region, you're oxygenating, you're giving those areas of your body more oxygen because you're breathing literally into those areas of the body. So stretching and breath work is really, really valuable and really important. And even if you don't feel like you can do yoga, you don't really feel comfortable with that, that's totally fine. Do it at home or just spend time breathing. Just start by breathing more, breathing deeper, and getting used to that breath work because breath is life. Oxygen is life. The fastest thing that'll kill you in this world is lack of oxygen. So you need to pay attention and be mindful of the oxygen that you take in. Okay? So that's really important. So that's step number one. Breathe deeper and give your body more oxygen. Remove the pollutants and chemicals that create toxicity within the air in your breathing environment. That will give you energy. It's an alternative, not really an alternative, it's an essential form of energy that comes before food. It's a precursor to food. So you should pay more attention to breathing healthy, fresh, clean, pure air that's nature rich. Like this behind me, I'm breathing in higher quality air just by being in this environment, by being in this atmosphere with plants that give off oxygen. So that's the first tip. Number two is hydrate yourself properly. This is one of the biggest mistakes that people make. I see it with health coaches, I see it with nutritionists, doctors, all these different people. They skip over hydration for one reason or another, and hydration is extremely important. If you feel hungry, 8 times out of 10, you just may be dehydrated and thirsty. And when you put water in your body, it does this really cool thing. It goes down into your stomach region, and it fills it up, right? That's what water does. It's supposed to do that. Water is supposed to fill you up. Water gives you energy. Water is life. So most people are drinking what are known as diuretics, such as coffee and sodas and teas and all these different things that actually deplete the hydration from the body. So you can be drinking plenty of soda, tea, coffee, whatever, juice, fruit juice, whatever, all this kind of stuff, but you can be actually depleting the hydration. You can be depleting the water that your body needs to feel full and to feel satisfied and to have energy. So I drink purified water. I recommend drinking purified water. Spring water is really great. Ionized water is really great. Distilled and reverse osmosis are so-so, but they're better than tap water still. So drink plenty of water. So if you can just do those two things, right? Breathe deeply and more often. Build a better breathing environment in your home and in your office and just focus on practicing breathing more. And drink more water. Those two things are going to set you apart, and it's going to allow you the mental fortitude to either delay food and push it off into the future or to simply eat less in this moment. And I don't recommend drinking water with food. You want to drink water before or after. It's better for your digestive system. So breathe deeper and drink water. The third tip I want to give you is find something that ignites your soul. Find something that ignites your soul. And this is really, really, really valuable because even if I'm dehydrated, even if it's hot out and I don't feel like, and I'm not breathing, I'm breathing shallow and I'm like, I'm panting, right? It doesn't matter what's going on in my life if I have something that ignites my soul. You need something that ignites your soul. We live in a world full of shitty jobs and shitty careers and going to school for something we don't even like and being in a relationship with someone we don't like because it's the right thing, right? And we continuously choose to struggle and suffer for no apparent reason other than it's the right thing to do. Well, the society's definition of the right thing to do is not your definition of the right thing to do. It's not the correct thing for you. And you know what I'm talking about. There's probably something in your life right now that, I don't know, you've been doing or continue to do that you know isn't healthy for you, that you know isn't feeding and igniting your soul and igniting your spirit. And why this is important is because when you find that thing or series of things in your life, that passion alone is energy. That passion is fuel. For me, it's teaching people about their mind. It's teaching people about their body, and it's teaching people about their spirit. I love to help people awaken to this idea of co-creating a conscious life filled with abundance, health, happiness, love, peace, prosperity, and bliss. That's what I love to do. That ignites me. I also have a lot of other passions like technology and entrepreneurship and eco-friendly sustainable living and all these other types of things. So I'm constantly finding new things to learn, teach, grow, and engage in my life. And I've found all these passions, and they keep me going. Even if I don't have energy physically, even if I'm dehydrated, like I said, all these different things, that keeps me going. So finding your reason why in life, that reason why you feel like you're here, that purpose, that guidance, that sense of support, that sense of trust, all these types of things within that environment is really, really valuable and really, really crucial, and it's going to give you energy that you didn't know you had. And I can say that from firsthand experience in my life, and it's very rare that I'm out of energy because, I eat healthy, I drink clean, pure water, I breathe, I do all these different things. Even at times in my life, when I feel like I'm getting a little burnt out or, I want to, binge on food or whatever, and I do binge on food. I mean, I was eating, like almond butter and actually a chocolate almond butter with cinnamon rice crackers. It's like the best snack combination and late last night, but they're both healthier overall. So it happens every once in a while. No one's perfect, right? But it was delicious, I gotta say. With that, I'm like sounding like I have no idea what I'm talking about now, but I don't need to do that. And I every once in a while, I binge and do this kind of stuff. But there was one point in my life where I went 4 full days without food. Now, some people have water fasted, meaning they go, a week or 2 weeks or 21 days without food and just drinking water only. That will teach you something. If you water fast and you go a long period of time without eating food, that'll teach you something about your emotional attachment to food. That'll teach you something about how you're relying on unhealthy food. That will teach you a lot about yourself. For me, in that time period, a lot of different things came up in my life. Just like emotions, right? There's a lot of emotions tied to food, and we don't realize that. To be more mindful and aware of that is really valuable. So maybe going on a water fast would benefit you as well. Taking time to say, you know what, I'm going to go a day or two without food, and I'm just going to drink water. It will be one of the most challenging things you do in your life because you start aching for food, your stomach starts growling, and you just, you just start feeling like irritable and, hangry, all that kind of stuff. But it trains you to eat food more mindfully and to be more conscious and aware of what you're eating, when you're eating, and why you're eating. And you need to be mindful, aware of what you eat, when you eat, and why you eat. What you eat, when you eat, why you eat. What you eat, when you eat, why you eat. What you eat, when you eat, why you eat. And the reason you need to know that is because when you answer those questions and you get more defined in those answers, you're going to find that sense of health, you're going to find that sense of purpose, and find that energy in your life again. So whatever you're going through, it doesn't really matter whether you're trying to, lose fat or just trying to tone up your physique, or you just want to train your mind you just want to train yourself to be more mindful and to be more aware and to be more conscious of the choices that you make. Breathe deeper and more often, drink more water, and avoid the diuretics like tea, soda, caffeine, that type of stuff that depletes your hydration in your body. And then find your purpose, find your reason why, and then maybe consider going on a 1 or 2 day water fast where all you do is drink water and you don't eat food at all, maybe on the weekend or on your day off or whatever. Just test it out. Test your body. I challenge you to test your body and to test your excellence and to test that emotional connection you have with food and see if you can just sharpen that a little bit in your life. So this is David Benjamin signing off from Healthy, Wild, and Free.com. I love you. I appreciate you. I hope you gained something from this video. Please like, favorite, comment, share, and subscribe below, and spend some time outside in nature and get that. Oh, one more thing. I almost forgot. I'm out here in nature. This beautiful sun that's shining on me, it's a great source of energy. Plants need 3 things: soil, water, sun. Soil, water, sun. Photosynthesis, right? That's how plants grow. Soil, water, sun. I already said water. Sun is another thing. So if you get outside and you just get in some sun, get shirtless, like this. Take your shirt off. Just do it. Take that shirt off. Yeah, show the world. get sun on your body. Not only is that vitamin D valuable for immunity and all these different types of things, but it gives your body energy as well. It literally charges your body. Crocodiles in Costa Rica lay out in the sun, just bathing in the sun to get energy. We get sun energy as well. We get energy from the sun as well. So get sunshine, breathe, drink more water, avoid diuretics, and maybe water fast for a day or two. These are all tips that I hope you try out. If not, try one. Or come back to this video, save it, bookmark it, whatever. I love you. Thank you for your time. Please like, favorite, comment, share. Subscribe and hit the bell next to the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Live healthy, wild, and free. See ya.